Hello, this is Dalton from Madden Sports, and we're back with another game of football. It's Thursday night, baby. Now the Lions, we gotta talk about those guys. Man, oh man, oh man. They played one heck of a game last week. They won undefeated against the Packers, who are also undefeated. So this game, man, oh man, it's gonna be a good one, I'll tell you that much. Now, everybody on the team so far that I've talked to, like Brandon Gott and Charles Davis and a few other people, they are going for the Packers. Now, nationwide, the percentage rate of people saying that the Packers are going to win is a 50%, surprisingly. Whereas the Broncos, from their interesting first game, people are giving it to the statistics of 63% winning chance. Now, the only thing I'll say that they have to be afraid of or on the lookout of is Lamar Jackson. He can throw the ball as well as run it. So, with less talk, without further ado, I'll let this go to my boys out there, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Straight to you guys.
Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Lamar Jackson and the Green Bay Packers taking on Joe Burrow and the Detroit Lions.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led, of course, by their second-year quarterback from LSU, Joe Burrow.
And he comes off an incredible performance in the opener. 5 touchdown passes. Now, look, you always want to start strong, but I think that's more than anyone, including himself, could have expected.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Burrow looking to pass. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 14 carries, 105 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Burrow on play action. On the move to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat gets a 10. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They're led out by the NFL's MVP from 2019, now in his 4th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give running right is Akers. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 81 yards.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his #1 target. Take that away and hope you have a corner who can stand up man-to-man against a speed guy on the perimeter.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Burrow's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen...
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Jackson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returnable for Lockett. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Burrow now off the bootleg. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They run it here with Gordon. Oh, what a move. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in there by Cooks.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. Play action. It's Jackson. Complete. It's Johnson. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to a field goal.
This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to...
Packer pressure, and down he goes. And quickly they get to the line. This is Gordon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Now it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They go play action with Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He lets it fly for Lockett.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Burrow rolling to his left. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Melvin Gordon, as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Patriots come in and get the victory on the road. Jordan Love, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Kyler Murray, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounce back from the defeat on opening weekend. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Aaron Rodgers, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Jackson's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Play action. Now Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass down.
He's got a man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect up.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They go play action now. Jackson under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And that will close the gap down to 14.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by the rookie. And it's a fumble.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Now Gordon. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 21. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Now Burrow loses the football.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So out now come the Lions. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Burrow. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. To throw again is Jackson. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now it's Lockett. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Rohrwasser now for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Got it. Yep, Green Bay football. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
Going for the deep ball. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
He's going to let it fly. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Burrow. He lets it fly from Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing, Burrow. He lets it fly from Lockett. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go, it's Burrow on 4th down. He's going deep for Brown, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Green Bay, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.
Wow. Good game right there by the Packers. Just really good on their part. They played a tremendous game right there in the 4th quarter. Now, throughout most of that, they were trailing. The Lions, they were, doing really good. They were packing their punches. But the cause for the loss is they made too many mistakes on offense. That's what caused the Lions. They were throwing too many passes, and the Packers capitalized and got the interceptions off of them. Now, they did make a few mistakes of their own. But with Lamar Jackson being the quarterback, he didn't struggle with the team. It's more like the other parts of the offense on the Packers side compared to the Lions. Now, I'm not going to count the Lions out because I think that they can pull it off this year. I think they can go the whole mile. So we can't count those guys out. The Lions, they're going up against the Ravens next week, while the Packers, they're going against another team. I can't remember which. I do know that Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis mentions them. So, like I said, biggest mistake for the Lions was they got way too many interceptions, and that's a risky thing. When you throw the deep ball, you gotta look before you throw. You gotta, if there's like another football player coming after you and he's about to tackle you, then throw and pray tell to God that you make the catch. But, you have to look before you throw and see what there is to see. So then, as you see your wide receiver or halfback looking like they're open, you throw it, they might not actually be open, so you just gotta wait that extra second, that extra mile, to see how well they can push through. So, really looking forward to the next game, because Thursday night has been an interesting football time. I know that there's another games going on next part of the week, which is going to be something else, I'll tell you that much. But, without further ado, we'll see you guys on the next one. So, this is Dalton from Madden Sports, and we will see you next time. See you then.